21 next. Yeah, I'm Joel D in the place to be. I hope you like that. First time we're showing you our brand new starting open. How about that? Here's what's on our menu tonight on New Year's Eve. A little later on, I'll be putting on this hat when I go into New Year's Eve mode. Besides celebrating, new laws go into place. We got some real ones that are happening in Pennsylvania, but I have some crazy ones across the country that have been outlawed, a lot of them, but they were wild back in the day. But we have to talk about a number of things as well. I got 4 stories for you. A coffee robbery, Biden Street goodbye, York immigration plan slash maybe fear. And then we have a pig at Wendy's. How about that? We're going to start with this. Coffee robbery. So not robbing coffee, but, drinking coffee while a robbery is occurring. That's what it looked like happened here. Take a look at this. Police asking the public for a little bit of help identifying the people you're going to see right here. I know it's kind of small, but let's just tell you what's happening here. Some free coffee when you go into like a hotel, right? In the lobby, they have coffee sitting there. One guy is drinking the coffee, who's a suspect, while the other person apparently is asking money at the front and getting it. So the robbery happened December 21st, the Motel 6 on Harrisburg Pike, Middlesex Township, right? 2 suspects in masks enter the lobby. One of them demanding money. The other one, don't mind if I do. A little sip of coffee there. They got the money from the clerk. And the 2 suspects then left in a vehicle driven by a third person. There's the actual video as they come in there and do it. So, hey, looking for a little bit of help on that one. Let's get to this one. Joe Biden often says, he's a native son of Pennsylvania, Scranton area. He has roots there. Well, Scranton residents are now calling for a big change, at least some of them. Joe Biden's clemency for Michael Conahan, that was the former Luzerne County judge convicted in the infamous Cash for Kids scheme. That was where kids were sent to these private prisons for profit. And so there was it was proven that there was a scheme between the judge and these prisons to make money. So you see what it's been called. Because Scranton is known for Joe Biden, he's done so much in his political career, obviously becoming president as well. Well, because of this clemency that was named for Michael Conahan, who still had a couple of years left on his sentence, some people are saying, no way, we don't want this to be honored in our area. So this woman in particular, I think, had a child who was in the Cash for Kids scandal, Kids for Cash scandal. So they're thinking about getting rid of President Biden Expressway and Biden Street, changing them back to their original names. Because keep in mind, when you change a street name, it used to have one. And to honor somebody, you change it. Well, maybe changing it back because they're so upset about this. Don't get me started on pardons, by the way. They're like the craziest thing in the world. And I can't believe we still have those in place here because we didn't want a king. And yet we come here and basically give presidents king rights when it comes to reversing a decision that the judicial system has got into. So anyway, Biden Street, maybe no more. We'll see what they really do with that. Let's talk about immigration. Now, we know that Donald Trump had one of his big issues, and a lot of people voted on this, and they wanted to change in the immigration plan and some of the laws that we have here in this country. Well, we're going to see what happens once this gets going, because here's the issue now when it comes to what will these cities do? Will they cooperate or not? So I went to tons of these rallies. Immigration was maybe the number one issue that people talked about. Well, in addition to cutting government funding to sanctuary cities, President-elect Donald Trump has proposed mass deportations, building a bigger border wall again, expanding detention facilities. And remember, in his first go-round, 2016 to 2020, he had a real problem with getting some cooperation from these sanctuary cities to basically announce who these illegal people were and then tell ICE where they were to get them out. So we'll see if there's problems this time, because he told the New York Post that he would support immigration visas for skilled workers. But when it comes down to what's really going on here, in York right now, they had a bill to try to make it a more welcoming city for immigrants. The mayor said, we do welcome everybody. I don't want to put this down on paper because that will bring more attention to us as maybe not cooperating, and federal funding could be at risk. That is what Donald Trump has said to some of these sanctuary cities who don't cooperate. Your federal funding would be at risk. And, Mayor Helfrich said, I can't risk that, even though we do want to be a welcoming city. We can't label ourselves that way when it comes to actually passing new laws or things like that. So we'll see where that goes from here. But it's probably one of many cities that are thinking twice about, putting in some of these official statements that we're a sanctuary city or a welcoming city or something like that, because they could put a target on you when it comes to federal funding dollars being withheld. And that's part of the bully pulpit when it comes to trying to change things. And when you go in with basically a mandate, when you win the presidency, and you also have both parts of the House as well. A pig was on the loose near a Wendy's, successfully captured. This happened yesterday. Knoxville, Tennessee, the police department posted about this. There's a Facebook account said earlier this morning, the KPD, there's the pig right there. See? Okay. Successfully wrangled the escaped pig running loose at the Wendy's on North Broadway. Once again, Knoxville, Tennessee. That's a big pig, right? Big hairy pig right there. It looks like a small cow, but that's a pig. All right. We'll continue to say animal services officers with the Young Williams Animal Center, wherever that is, took control of the pig after it was captured. It looks like it's going to be okay, but pig on the loose. I'm going to get a drink here while we bring in our friend Tom Russell. Tom Russell, give me a peek of the weather while I take a sip here. Then I'm going to go over some crazy new laws or old laws that have been on the books before that you're not even going to believe. So
I'm a little offended you brought me in after the pig, so I'm not sure quite how to handle that. Basically, the deal is this, Joel D. We've got a quiet weather scenario tonight into tomorrow. Unfortunately, the showers return right when we're getting ready to celebrate the new year. So showers coming in late tomorrow night. There's your New Year's Eve forecast. Midnight, scattered showers and 40 degrees. I mean, a cold rain. Who wants that? And then we'll dry it out for New Year's Day. Still a good bit of cloudiness and 46. This is just the beginning of a major cool down that's coming our way as the week goes on. Should I stop here so we can see your hat, or you want me to keep going here? All right,
that's
30s.
I'm ready.
There you are. What are you, like the Grand Master of New Year's? What is that?
You got to be festive. So what's your favorite thing that gets dropped or raised?
Well, I was there when they first did the Kiss in Hershey years ago.
Yeah.
And funny story about the Kiss. It was a night like similar to what we're predicting tomorrow, where it was cold rain. And in Hershey, they raised the Kiss. Ice built up on the mechanism, basically the chain that raises the Kiss. And when the time came, Kiss only went up a little bit, froze. That was it. And yep, the first one was kind of a bust. So yeah, but the Kiss is one of my favorites because it not only is it a Kiss, which is great for Hershey, but it goes up instead of down, which is cool.
You get a little variety, right? I'm trying to look at a couple more here. There's the Bologna.
Yeah.
Mechanicsburg has what? The wrench?
Wrench. They drop a wrench. Yes. Duncannon drops a sled.
Okay. They have some great ones. I love the Bologna as well.
Yeah, the Bologna is pretty cool.
That's a good one.
Pickle and Dillsburg.
Oh yeah, the pickle
drop.
Strawberry drop.
That's in. Do you remember that story from 2013 when they were practicing and they dropped the strawberry and it cracked on the sidewalk?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You got the red rose drop.
Right.
That's Lancaster. What else you got here? The Lebanon Bologna. White rose drop, York. Good stuff here. Hey,
E-Town. What does E-Town do? Don't they do like an M&M or something?
I'm not sure. So when the new year starts, the new laws kick in place. So there's on a serious note, the safe haven law, that's when people can't take care of their own, babies and they want to still give them a home somewhere safe.
That's where you can drop them off and not get questioned, that kind of thing.
They've expanded the locations you can do that. Urgent care is one of them now and some others. So that's one thing we're going to see in the new year. But I want to get some funky ones from the past. These are crazy. I don't think they're in play anymore, but pretty wild. Okay. What should be the fine for flirting in New York?
Flirting in New York, $50.
$25 might be worth it. Donkeys not allowed to sleep in bathtubs in Brooklyn.
I'm all for that, actually. So
you can teach your pet parrot to speak, but not to squawk. Really?
That's against the law.
New Jersey, don't pump your own gas. You can't do that, right?
No, you can't do that, right?
Yeah. It is illegal to slurp your soup in New Jersey as well. Be too annoying. What else we got here? Slippers not to be worn after 10 o'clock in New York.
I bet that's broken all the time. You got them right there. Yeah.
In North Carolina, fights between cats and dogs are prohibited.
Oh, come on. That must happen all the time.
Well, and then elephants can't be used to plow cotton fields either.
Elephants. So these are laws that are still in play. And I thought you were going to give me some laws that were going to go into effect.
No, but these no, these are just crazy ones that either existed or are used to.
Okay.
Some of them are just like trying to
Weird.
be sanitary. Like you're not allowed to sneeze on a city street in Asheville, North Carolina.
I like to see them
You're not allowed to.
enforcement.
I think it said in one of them I saw. I think it was New York from back in the day. You cannot wink at someone you are not attached to.
Okay, that goes back to the flirting law in New York.
It does. What else we got here? Let's go to Oklahoma. This is not true. If you wear New York Jets clothing, you get put in jail. Come on now.
If your name is Aaron Rodgers, you
Hey,
get put in jail.
it used to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is go. You're a soft drink fan. It was against the law to open a soda bottle without the supervision of a licensed engineer.
A licensed engineer.
What are you doing there? You might open that incorrectly. You would be the taste tester too.
That's true. I would.
Okay. Oklahoma also would not tolerate anyone taking a bite out of another person's hamburger.
I wouldn't tolerate that.
Tissues are not to be found in the back of someone's car. Like half the cars would be outlawed.
Tissues.
All right. And then for me, this would be a problem. Fargo, North Dakota, you can be jailed for wearing a hat while dancing.
That would be a problem for you. And there's a new law that if you wear a hat on our CBS 21 webcam, you look like an idiot. So,
Thomas, don't make me get on you about your forecast. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And you used to have to get a juggling license in Oregon.
I think that should be licensed, actually.
Really?
You can hurt somebody juggling.
All right. Well, I'm going to juggle here as we
right.
say goodbye here.
What are we doing? Your scripts?
I have two. Here's the third. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, illegally wearing his hat and juggling, Jill D. Smith.
All right.
Ready? Here we go. Very nice.
All right. There you go.
I'm impressed.
All right, folks. That'll do it for us here. I'm off tomorrow, so have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. And thanks for watching and get in the habit, get those notifications going. As soon as the CBS 21 Next is on, you are on with us. So have a good New Year there, Tom.
Oh, Happy New Year, my friend.
Good night.